So here we are at the Zoom meeting. We're talking about a partial screen share. If you wiggle your mouse on your desktop or laptop, somewhere on the bottom, you'll see this menu bar appear. If it's on a phone or a tablet, it's going to be in a slightly different place, but for the purposes of this tutorial, let's go with it. Go ahead and click on the green Share Screen button. It'll open this dialog box. You'll see I already have my Keynote slide deck open, so I'm going to go ahead and select that and hit Share. Now everybody at the meeting is seeing everything on my screen. But what if I didn't want to show them everything? I only wanted to show them a part of my screen. I'm going to go ahead and close the share. This time I'm going to come back to it, click on the green screen. Notice at the top we have Basic, Advanced, and Files. What we're looking for is under Advanced. So go ahead and click Advanced, and then click on Portion of the screen, and then hit Share. And it comes back to where I was. You see this green outline kind of thing. Right now I'm showing how you can click on the thick top bar part, and while holding it, click and hold, you can drag the whole box to somewhere else. If you click and drag on the corners, that helps you to resize the box. So here it is around the red cartoon. Click and drag the corner to include the blue cartoon. Click and drag the corner to shrink it back again to the red cartoon. This time I click in the center of the thick bar, and while holding it, I drag the whole box over to the blue cartoon. I wanted you to be able to see what the student view looks like on the screen. So far you've been watching everything from the teacher or Zoom host side of things. So I asked Paul to be my student, and here's what his computer looks like. First, I allowed him to see everything, both the red cartoon and the blue cartoon. And there's a tiny tile called 1U Leadership Development. That's the teacher window or the host window where your students can see you. If you had it open, they would see your face. The students can move where the tiles are, or they can minimize it. But for students who don't know how, you might consider designing your slides so that most of the information is off to the side so that the tiles aren't covering up material. Here is what he sees when I took that green box and I put it around only the red cartoon. You can see he only gets to see a partial portion of my teacher screen, the part that I outlined. It's the red cartoon that asks, erase all your work, press any key for yes. And in the corner, you still see the tile where you see the teacher's face or the current speaker if they have it on speaker view. In the demonstration, you saw me click and hold and then drag the entire green box over to surround the blue cartoon. In that moment when I'm dragging, on the teacher side it turns yellow, but for the students it goes black until I let it go. Then on the teacher side it becomes a green box, in this case around this blue cartoon, and then the students see that portion of the screen against a black background, and again in the corner you can see the teacher's little tile. So here we are back again on the teacher's view, what you would see as the Zoom host. The students were just looking at the blue cartoon. Notice again how on the teacher side you see that green box outlining the portion of the screen that they get to see, the blue cartoon. I want you guys to go ahead and practice sharing that when we get to class. You can either use this very same slide with the two computer-related cartoons, or you can use the next slide that's going to have word walls. And in this case, you would shrink it down to one word at a time so that the students can see that, and you can slide it down to show the next word only, and then the next word, and then the next word. Here's the student view again. Just like before, when we move the green outline box down the word wall, the students only get to see a portion of the screen. In this case, we showed them candy, we showed them card, and we showed them flour. If you have something from your church work you would like to share instead, I invite you to bring that along and practice this partial screen share.